talking to the original Wrong Move Firehouse crew. Used to make all the rhythm then back in the day, digital reggae from the days of the sling thing right up to now. Tell me about the early days of digital dancehall music.
Well, the digital dancehall music did start from the Bob era, you know. Cause Bob did have a tune say, none of my seeds will go begging bread. But the real digital thing did start from when Noel Davey, I bridge name Noel Davey, did sing that sling thing, have a little keyboard.
Yeah, Casio, right?
Casio, right,
Yeah.
and him just come in and
But wasn't the rhythm already programmed in the Casio as part of the drum?
some sort of way, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
him revolutionized.
It changed the whole face
the
of-
whole face
of
of the thing, and him
dancehall,
carried
yeah.
to Jammies take it to a next level.
And then Tubby's come with the Firehouse
Well,
label.
yeah, Tubby's did always have the Firehouse label.
Yeah,
He did have two labels.
yeah.
He actually did have three, but the two we know was Waterhouse, Firehouse, and a label named Taros,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
And then we reach around 86.
yeah,
Them time they steal it and cleave it up at Jammies.
yeah.
You understand? And they was doing it up there, and
So they were the main prominent people in Jammies, and you were based down in Jomley Avenue
We were based down in Jomley Avenue, yeah.
with King Tubby. What was it
Tubby's.
like working with the King in the digital era? Because obviously he's a legend, the man who invented dub music.
Why, trust me, it's an honor, because he was like the man who legendary, because him did request we to come there, because with a brethren, you might hear about a brethren named Devon Russell.
Yeah, Devon Russell. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
him carry around there.
Yeah.
Right.
He, what was his big tune? All Nation Have to Bow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he worked with the Seven Extension Band.
wait, no, that was Derek. Derek
Okay.
Lara.
Derek
But-
Lara, yeah.
Yeah, but Devon now, him used to sing like Curtis Mayfield.
Okay.
The vibe there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? It's him really tell us boy Tubby's want some sort of musician, because Jammies have Steely and Cleve, so him did one.
Yeah, you do one.
Resident.
And then Steely Cleavy go out on their own and
And
you
then
start...
Steely and Cleve and then we go up at Jammies now, and
Alright.
it never stop, from there. So
And then later on in the 90s, a youth from England come in called Jazzwad. You know Jazzwad?
yeah, of course I know Jazz. and Mafia and Flux.
Yeah, Mafia
man.
and Floxy and
man.
Jazzwad. Yeah, Jazzwad's from West London, you know?
West London, yeah.
Yeah, they've done a lot of good work in the business. So
Yeah,
how do
man.
you feel the state of dancehall reggae in the new millennium?
Well, things and times change,
Yeah,
right? Me not really bash the youth them still,
yeah.
but make it real musically.
Do you think that's part of the reason why people like myself and Peter Metro have been given a new lease of life with Dancehall Thursdays and the interest
Yes.
with all the old dub plates
Yes,
and the
yeah,
style?
yeah, man. You, Peter,
Joe.
Josewell,
Yeah.
um,
Burabanton,
Burbanton, Charlie,
Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
But me and Charlie now really DJ again. I hear he's got his security company.
Him
and,
still do it, but now
Yeah.
and then.
okay.
When we start up, but through Daddy Ryan there.
Well, like myself, I was out of the game for a good decade, but it wasn't like we never DJ, we do show overseas. You're always involved in the business. You know,
Yeah.
before I even do DJ, I used to interview artists. That's
Yeah.
how I'm able to interview you.
You
Now,
might, as a thought that, Tony Rebel not see you yet,
no.
because you could have able to do Rebel Salute.
I'd
people-
love to do that still,
Because how him do him thing,
Yeah.
him go for some art, so so for a while. I
Well,
never hear for a
that's
while.
part of the appeal, like I
You
don't
know
want
what I
to make
mean?
myself too regular. As
No.
you hear me,
No, not regular.
that's right. As you hear me, like I murmur to my friend Bossop, I was like, I might have to go back to England to sort out this and that.
Yeah.
So obviously, I love Jamaica very much. I'd live here for the rest of my life. But obviously, the financial
The
situation,
financial situation. That's
and that
kinda-
is why a lot of Jamaican people migrate.
Yeah, go
But
England,
Jamaica's
America.
always on the mind. You know what I
Canada.
mean? That's
Yeah.
right. So I'm thinking, I might have to go and sort out a few loose ends to come back later on. But how can we have more control over our destiny as artists, as musicians in this day and age? I mean, obviously, social media and the internet
Yeah, social
has
media
given
and
us a
internet and
platform.
giving a platform. The media, well, it kind of sticky, you know, because the thing no money again in terms of sales.
That's right. So you can't really, yeah,
The thing is more streaming,
and you can't really keep a log on all of that.
all of that. And
Yeah.
sometimes people who administrate a thing,
Oh, they're all thieves. A lot of them, to
You
be
know what I'm
honest
saying?
with you, pretty
Honestly.
much. Not everyone. There
not
are.
everyone, but you have some honest ones.
Yeah.
Real honest ones, really. When you say honest ones, them pinch you still, but you get a thing. But you have some who really.
Yeah, they really just. I
you
mean,
know
I'll
what
be
I'm
honest
saying?
with you. Like people always used to say, like Jetstar, oh, they're not going to sell your record and press more than they sell and that. I don't know about that. I know that when I deal with Carl Palmer, he's dealt with me very, very fair.
Yeah.
And there's no
Yeah.
red tape. You can go and sit down and talk to the man.
Well-
Unlike certain major labels that I've had dealings with, and you have to go through a whole load of BS to just even find out whether your record's selling. Then them tell you about expense. Expense for what? For a motorbike messenger to take a picture of Dominick and carry it to Island Records publishing department because they want to put it on the record. You know, it's like extravagant expenses,
I
and we
think-
can't monitor that as
I
artists.
think where that the expense coming now is when, say, you sign to a label,
Yeah,
and first of all you have to understand the business and know the business,
yeah.
because sometimes when you sign to a label
If,
and then you start to the expenditure start to happen, and then when you do tune and the tune come out, and then the returns and the royalties, you say, but on this what go on, and them start to tell us,
But-
well,
but-
then you do this, you have to pay for that, you have to do this, you have to
yeah,
do that.
but wrong move. You know, most artists, with all honesty, even myself to some extent until we're mature, we have a level of grandiose where if we see a record on the radio, we think that it's sold more copies than it has. And I only really understood certain things when I had my own little label and started to do production.
Okay.
That the expenses, and you realise that it's not always necessarily the producer that make the money, and you see the distributors and companies that license songs and all of that, and there's a whole machine. And you know, initially back to the original question is how can we as artists have more control of that machine, you know?
Well, you have to kind of monitor your thing
Yeah,
to a point where, you know, say, you when something go out, you kind of have control over
yeah.
it, you know.
But most of the time, most of us, we're too caught up in like doing tours, dub plates,
Dub plates, and so
you know.
we not spend time on the
business
on the
side.
business side.
Yeah,
For find out, because your pension that down the road.
you,
You know what I'm saying?
tell me about it. Yeah, yeah.
You understand? And sometimes a man take your pension too.
Oh yeah,
Because
oh
you
yeah,
don't feel like selling.
yeah. Some people feel so that they write
You
the
don't
song.
really, not you write song. Yeah, him say, right. Sometimes you them never in the studio when you write it, or them never in the studio when you make it. You understand?
Well, there's been a lot of controversy
And what
about
about controversy?
artists that claim that people write part of a song, including big artists like the Rolling Stones, and then them say the man did it in the studio, but he never actually contribute. And you know, obviously, like even Snow had a problem with that, where he says
In
right
Farmer?
now, yeah, they said that someone else built the song, and he turned around in an interview and said, right now, if I'm in the studio, unless I really know the person, I don't want them coming in there because they might say that they wrote one word that was part of the song. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
It to me, it's the you have artists, composers,
Yeah,
and writers.
yeah,
Like me, but I come in to be the composer.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because you write, me compose. Me write the music, but not write
But hold
the
up, hold up.
lyrics.
Wrong move. Remember a tune by Musical Youth, Pastor Docci, and it got to #1 in England.
Yeah.
And everyone from Leroy Sibbles to Jackie Matu acclaimed publishing rights after the song. So who actually wrote that original, Pastor Cucci?
I think it was
It was Jackie, right?
it was Diamonds, no?
Okay.
It was Mighty Diamonds.
They write the actual melody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
melody,
yeah.
them write, I remember write the thing.
But you know how the thing goes. When
But-
Jamaica, you have a lot of people, and we just vibes off one another. So a
Vibes
man's
up
not
and
saying,
that.
oh,
Them not take check and so well, and why?
yeah,
For so well, and you know, if each
Yeah,
splits or whoever forget where you forget,
yeah,
they're good.
yeah,
Sometimes you just
yeah,
claim everything,
yeah.
and sometimes I say, wow,
Well, me I lock it down now still. We have a good 10 minutes. Me not run too much of that still. When we want to do a longer interview, me have to get a proper camera. But you know our wrong move. It's been a pleasure meeting you, talking
man,
with
the
you.
pleasure is a while. I don't want to see you still.
Lot of
Long
work,
time.
lot of studio session. You
Yeah,
remember
man.
around with where did they? With Jazzbo and all of them. You remember them session there where we recorded all them
Jazzberry,
shit?
yeah.
Whole
And
heap
even
of work.
Bobby, even. You never do any work around a Bobby.
Digital.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You do
In
enough with
Vice,
them.
I do a lot of works with
Yeah,
him.
yeah, me know.
But we just know.
Hello.
We do a lot of work with him, and you know, good catalog,
Yeah.
good producer.
May I lock it down now, in a King?
Yeah.
All right, Irie. God bless Jamaica 2022. We keep on rolling,
And beyond.
same way.
Yeah, man.
Dead
And
end.
beyond. Bless.